Let's get a few shoutouts before we get started. First off the list, Phil Necrofan 35. He just got over 100 subscribers and is doing a VR contest. He's a huge Braves fan. I would say we won't hold that against him, but, well, I'm still hurt by the Astros getting beat by the Braves in the World Series, so, yeah, maybe I'll hold it against him a little. I'm just kidding. Also, Ryan's Bullpen Sports Cards. He's a Royals fan from best I can tell. Has a lot of great things going on his channel. He's trying to do some collaborations this year. So if you're in the local area, he's probably interested in trying to do some stuff with you. And finally, last shout out for the day, Nick Chin, Iowa Collector. His channel looks to be about 3 or 4 weeks old. He's got about 52 subscribers. I'll have the links to all of these guys, so check them out. Give them a like and subscribe if you feel the same way. Now, on to the show. It's hard to come up with content as a creator. If you are a video maker, you know that to be true. Trying to figure out how to tell a story is hard. You have to worry about a title, how to start a video. It's always a bit of a journey when I'm trying to figure out how to do these. I feel more comfortable talking about my own life or experiences in stories, but cards are harder. For this particular case, for this video that I'm doing, I keep having this pressing question. Do I start this video with why I started collecting this set? Or do I start with why this set is important? Or at least why I think it's important? Honestly, the latter is probably more important. But the former seems to add all the context. So I decided to start this with a bit of a compromise. A quick touch and go, if you don't mind me stealing a pilot training motto. So here we go. Sometime last year, Dan at Old Sarge Collects, who I keep throwing under the proverbial bus lately, introduced me to a set of non-sports cards that just has me wanting to collect them all and blow my budget, which obviously I won't do. But it's a set that reminds me of those Desert Storm or Desert Shield cards, if you remember from the early 90s, let's say 90, 91 timeframe, that I collected as a kid. Both this set and those Desert Storm cards were trying to do something, in my opinion, for our country that was kind of important. Hence why this one has caught my attention so much. You see, in my opinion, both the Desert Storm cards and the cards that we're going to be talking about today introduced Americans to our armed services again. And the tools that those soldiers, airmen, seamen would need in the upcoming fight. You see, before war kicks off, when you can see that it's coming, there's a great turmoil in one's mind. Because we all know that a great and difficult journey is about to become on us as a group of people, as a nation. And the question becomes, can we rise to the occasion once more? Do we have the right tools to be able to do this? Are we going to be protected? Will we be able to be free? Obviously, the greatest generation answered this in the affirmative. What set then am I talking about? Well, let me introduce you. Let me introduce you to the 1941 Gum Inc., the Uncle Sam or Uncle Sam and Uncle Sam's Home Defense card set. Today in the hobby, we have it labeled as the R157 set. As many of you know, for most of 1941, we, the United States, were not embarked in the Second World War. But the rest of the world was. Now, there are some cards that do help give context to what was happening and up and leading to 1941. Specifically, the 1938 Horrors of War set or the Nightmare of Warfare set, also done by Gum Inc., by the way. But the Uncle Sam set was different because it began to allow Americans to begin to understand their sailors, their airmen, their soldiers, and Marines. It began to introduce them to how the military was training and preparing for the war that was, what everybody understood, was inevitable. Which is why this card series has such a special place in the hobby. It was helping to prepare us and get us juiced up, if you will, for the Second World War. And this is why after I saw the first couple of cards, I decided I needed to slowly but surely start building the set. Now, Dan, I still have a long ways to go in this set, but I've been itching to get a card video out just to show the few cards that I do have. I still want to talk to you about this set eventually and hear some of the things you've learned as you've collected this set. So for everybody else, please come with me as I introduce you, or you get to see at least some of the cards from this set. And I can also discuss a little bit about how or maybe why I'm collecting the way I am. Let's turn this sucker around. All right, let's take a look at this set. First card on the list. Since I joined the United States Air Force many years ago, I thought it was proper to buy some Airman First cards. Now, technically, the Air Force wasn't born yet. That wouldn't come along till 1947. So I guess this is the Army Corps Airmen training at Randolph Field or Navy pilots training. But regardless, the card looks great. Now, I haven't done a lot of research at this point about the card stock or how they were printed, but so far I've noticed that almost all these cards have a significant amount of color degradation. I don't know if that means the cards were displayed a lot or if the chemistry of the cards is just breaking down on its own. So when I find a card that the color really pops, as well as this card does, I basically consider it a must buy. The back of these cards contains a write-up. And on that write-up, it talks a little bit about the training that's going on or one of the places this could be. And that's why I said Randolph Field. Randolph Field is in the great state of Texas, by the way. Next card on the list, and staying with that Airman Phil, is Airman the Loop card. Looking at the back, it really helps to give you an idea a little bit more about these cards. Starts to talk about why they're doing certain maneuvers and training. And again, begins to give you that mentality of what the military was looking for as it was leading up to the Second World War. Once again, I consider the eye appeal, the pop of that color, so vibrant with the blues and yellows, to really be the biggest appeal for me. I'm not as worried about centering or corners, or honestly, even creases. I suppose we all like what we like with our card collection. And in this case, to me, color is the winner of the day. Now, I don't suppose anybody would ever hop in a plane with me, or at least I wouldn't recommend it. But if you did, this next card would be very applicable. This is the safety measures card, rightly numbered at 69 because it's upside down and opposite of where you should be. But in the background, you can see aircraft carriers and people learning, again, just what to do in emergency situations. This next card I've been eyeing for a while. And once again, I think the color is just amazing for this card. But did anyone ever see the movie Red Dawn? I don't mean the one where we fought the North Koreans. I mean the one from the 80s with Patrick Swayze, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey, Leah Thompson. You know the one I'm talking about. This card reminds me of that invasion scene at the high school from the movie. This is Parachute Attack, and it's card number 51. Every time I see this card, I think of that movie. And if you don't know what movie I'm talking about, you need to go watch Red Dawn from the 1980s. Just a great movie. All right, how about this card? Stunts in Combat. You know, where they try to make you throw up when they do crazy stunts in the air. This is the number 42 card. I don't know if the write-up on the back is accurate or not, but it sounds good to me. Aerobatics have a practical value in combat. The foreground plane is being chased by the enemy and is whirling around sideways until it will be on its back. Yep. That sounds nauseous to me. I guess technically you should display it this way. Huh? Yeah. Oh man, I don't know if I want to trade in my my Red Dawn card yet and hide it from you guys. All right. Next. How about this card numbered 55, Life on a Submarine? Talking about cramped quarters. Man, even military barracks that I had were better than that. It says on the back that sailors got paid higher wages for being on the subs, and that it was a place that everybody desired. But I say no thank you to the World War II subs. Here's that back. Most popular branches. Man, what a great generation that went and fought in the Second World War, huh? And the last card is the number 79 card. First, I want to say I wasn't actually going to buy a scored card for this set. But the problem is, for this particular card, I hadn't found a lot of cards with vibrant colors. When I put this on my wish list, it was really meant to be used as a color comparison for other cards that I wanted to buy. Then after looking at a lot of them, this Carrying the Wounded cards ended up becoming the winner. And so I ended up getting it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about keeping it as a scored card. Part of me wants to break it out, but since it's an older scored card, I really don't actually want to. And I know that a lot of people want the new holders, but it's kind of original now. Anyway, so what do y'all think? Is this an awesome set or not? Dan, I know, can probably tell us a lot more about him. Maybe this helped Americans believe that we can do this. Because up to this point, Germany and Japan looked unstoppable. And everyone knew that American production capacity and brave service members would be needed to help turn the tide. I know as a kid, those Desert Storm cards made me believe the boys could win too. That's all I have for now. Take care. Thanks for watching. See ya.